WEMF.
All the money in the world can't buy your way into heaven. It can't buy your way out of hell. It was made to be spent right here, and I'm going to have the best clothes, best boots, best diamonds, best cars, trucks, motorcycles, booze, and women on the face of this earth, just as long as I can keep going.
We came here tonight for some wild times, and we're gonna get it. 'Cause we're the humanoids from the USA, and you'll never forget it. Yeah!
You and rock and roll.
You guys paid $11 for that six-pack?
Yes, yes, we did.
I did not.
Oh my God. Really turning into yuppies, these guys.
What?
No, it's just the beer is stronger, that's all.
All right.
Well, then I put it in my Prius and,
we're flush with cash.
oh yeah, no big deal.
Oh boy.
Welcome to...
Hey, you don't buy, you rent it.
Welcome to Ripple Music Presents, the Sleazegrinder All-American Super Rock Power Hour.
When did it become the All-American? Has
Last
it always
week.
been?
Last
Okay.
week.
It is USA.
We are all from the USA,
Not
so.
Sioux Cow.
Yeah.
Are any of us not All-American?
I don't know anymore.
Am I mic'd yet or no?
Yes, you are.
We're on the air.
You're all mic'd up.
I don't
Yes.
hear you guys in here.
Oh, somebody turn up Dan's headphones if you would or could.
Yeah.
We are here to solve the rock and roll crisis. My name is Ken, but you may know me as the frankly legendary rock writer Sleazegrinder. And this, of course, is the last gang in town. To my left, the Dark Empress of Boston Rock.
Yes.
My glamorous young ward. The Robbie to my evil Knievel,
God, such a good ego boost.
Stacy DC.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Who made who?
Stacy, you want to tell your sex accident story?
Already? Sure. I mean,
I'm just asking if you want to tell it tonight.
well, yeah, I do.
Ice Dragon might not show up, so we might have to vamp for a
we
while.
don't have. Okay, well, for that I will. Now?
No, not now. Dan, you ever have a sex accident?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's already told me about 3 today.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no, I once broke a girl's finger on my butt.
Really? Really?
That's impressive as hell.
Can tell you about it later if you
That's
want.
all American.
It's on it.
Comedians, you never know if they're lying. That's
It's on
the
it.
problem.
No, the story's on this DVD that I did with this band in Providence, Senior Discount, and it's a true story.
Wow. Cinch-erific.
Yeah, I cinched it right in there.
Wow.
This guy is
Never
a
came
real
out.
OG.
A real
Tell you what.
cincher.
Yeah.
Original garbage.
And flanking me on all sides, the men I like to call the Magnificent Brotherhood, the Humanoids,
Hey-o.
Johnny
yeah.
Machine,
How you doing?
Mike Demonic,
Hey, buddy.
and Joey Sin. Nash is behind the board, and of course DJ Hero Smith, who by the way sprained his ankle today, but he's still here
Whoa,
behind the
Jesus.
camera.
A true hero.
Didn't make it to
real-
work today, but made it here.
Yes.
Kind of weird.
There's a lot of great man hair in this room.
It's true.
A big show tonight. A real titan of comedy, Dan Buttoncock Martin is here. That's what Stacy said.
Is that what you put in the notes?
That's what
Yeah, I mean,
Stacy
that's
said.
what
That's
you
from
are,
the
right?
Naked Show.
I've heard mixed things, but I've seen what I've seen.
Yeah, I have mixed things.
Also, mysterious cult doomrockers Ice Dragon may or may not be here
Whoa.
as well. We'll see. All this and more on the Super Rock Show. Before we get to Dan, let's quickly, we got to go over the worst gig of the week, me and the hero here. By the way, no worst gig of the week next week because it's my birthday next week.
Yeah.
I am
going on?
so excited.
Nobody
happening?
wants to deal with bad gigs on their birthday.
I am
No
gonna
way.
jump
No.
out of the cake.
only good gigs.
But is it going to be cake or what?
You should go to
happening?
TT's.
There will be. I'm going to be bringing cake, and it's not going to be vegan, Mike. So you're going to
Wow.
get
Wait, I thought-
a mushy mixture.
So exclusionary.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
That's
thought
Way
you
to
were going-
separate the shit.
Yeah,
Un-American.
exactly. What are
No,
you doing?
I'm going to bring something for Mike.
Okay, he'll get something
I
else.
promise.
like
yeah.
an
You'll get
apple?
something.
An organic apple? I
No,
don't-
it'll be much worse.
Mike, it's like you
I
have
want an
two.
organic apple.
Mike, it's like you have two parents and it's Christmas.
Yeah, right.
You get everything.
Right. Also, this will probably backfire.
Everyone else is having a meat cake.
If anybody wants to kill me, this could be bad for me. But here's what shows I'm going to see this week. If you're out and you want to say hi, why not? Right?
Right. Exactly.
Saying hello is a human thing to do.
Exactly.
Right?
What are you, Spock?
It's human.
Tonight, going to see Gooch Palms at the Cantab. Check. Sleep Crimes and the Monsuas at Out of the Blue 2 tomorrow. Sunday, Primal Scream at Royale, wherever that is. Monday, Electric Street Queens at Zuzu.
I don't think you want to go to the Royale. I hear bad things
It was the
about that
Roxy.
place.
Thursday, Cage Heat at the Cantab. That's it so far. And on Tuesday, which is my birthday, I'm going to go see Mad Max. You guys going to see Mad Max?
Yeah, we
looks
do on
great.
Tuesday.
Oof.
What about Porch Fest? Porch Fest is this weekend in Somerville. You're not going to see any of those bad
no
shows?
If
time.
anybody wants to say hi to me, I'll be seeing Pitch Perfect 2 tomorrow in Providence.
It's sold out. You're
True
not going to
story.
make it.
It's not sold out, but I do have tickets.
Oh, okay.
I'm not bragging, but I'm bringing my fiance.
Wow.
And it's for me.
Sweet.
I like the movie, so.
Wow, you
bring
hang
it
out with
on.
French people?
Sleazegrinder.
Anyway, that's where I'm going to be. Don't show up if you want to kill me. Monsters, by the way, are now the #1 rock band in town. Humanoids notwithstanding. Otherwise,
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Otherwise,
Jesus.
I don't want to forget this week.
hurtful.
So please, quickly, a word from our sponsor from one of you guys.
Hey, listen up, people. Buy Ripple because Jesus wants you to. Ripple-music.com.
Thanks, buddy. So here's what happened. Here's what happened, guys. Me and the DJ went to Jacques Underground right after the show. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Phew, good times. Jacques Underground is a drag club.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys have been there.
We've been there.
You
Yeah.
played it, yeah?
Yeah,
And they
we
have
played it.
they have a basement where you can go and play shows.
Can I just add one thing?
Go ahead.
After we played there,
Yeah.
I saw my mom like the next weekend. I told her that we played at Jacques and it's a drag club.
Yeah.
And she asked me if anyone tried to turn me gay.
Well, I mean, you know you're going to have a
It's
bad
true.
time when you go there. I mean, it's a real drag.
Hey, $2 brew bakers, though. That was the thing. That was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait, so did anybody try to
No, nobody
turn
tried. I was
nobody tried to
turn
me
you?
either?
Yeah, I was
The
kind of bummed
agenda.
out.
Wicked bummed, yeah.
Remember that guy that was playing piano that were in tears laughing about?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't try to
what
turn me
happened?
gay.
It's this guy wicked into playing his piano
that was,
and singing songs. And we were just,
Derringer,
it was
whatever
just
his name
wicked
is,
goofy.
Rick,
And
what's his name?
it was just funny.
Yeah, good
That's
story.
the
Good
story.
Jake.
Hey, and guess what, guys? It was funny.
I'm sure it was, man.
I love the way you explain it more. It gets funnier.
I have no doubt that it was. So we went to see Power Slut, who were on the show, of course, and Thrust Club. Also Pocket Tanya, but he didn't have a plug, DJ, so we couldn't play. He's just walking around dejected because he didn't bring a plug.
Eh.
I don't know what
Does
happened
that
to rock and
surprise
roll.
anyone
I can't
that he
live like that.
forgot his plug?
No.
I think he did that on
I would
purpose.
assume a butt plug, though, but
I used
me
to
too.
play. I used to play music growing up, and a lot of bands are really lazy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
if your whole band is your phone, though, and you forget your plug, I mean, what the
Yeah,
hell?
exactly. How
I,
is
I
it-
don't understand this, man.
It's 2015. I've never when I was doing. I mean, I'm not that old, but when I was playing out, no one had one thing.
Well, Pocket Tanya has a laptop. That's it. Wow. So you would figure, how many things do you need to bring? You need to bring a laptop and a plug.
Yeah,
So you
right.
had Pocket Tanya on this rock and roll show, and all he has is a laptop.
All he has is a laptop and a plug. So the DJ offered to play. He offered to play drums for him, so it'd be drums and Pocket Tanya, but he didn't take
that's
him up on
nice.
it. So that was too bad.
Tanya.
I like that guy though, right? You like him? I smelled the collaboration between you two guys. Yeah.
I think so.
Wait, so the guy who didn't bring the one thing he needed to play the show was cool? Is
Yeah,
that
I
what
liked
you're trying to
him.
tell me?
I liked him.
Yeah, what's the purpose then?
You could be cool
Yeah,
and
his set was
unprepared.
real good.
That's
Yeah.
true. I'm cool and unprepared right now.
Yeah.
Thrust Club.
Point taken.
Thrust Club, I enjoyed the performance very much, but like they end the show with "In Thrust We Trust." That's their killer.
That's pretty
And they
good.
lost the plot halfway through the song, and they could not find it again. It was
How did
great.
they lose
that's-
How did they lose it?
They lost it, right?
I think they'd have
DJ?
enough practice.
the guitarist.
Yeah, something went wrong,
off the
and
rails.
there was no coming back from it.
Oh boy.
I liked it though.
Yeah.
That kind of works for them.
Huh.
It's like a Shags kind of thing. Remember the Shags? Shags couldn't play either, but it was fun, right?
I'm just gonna say yes. I
Okay.
remember.
Yeah.
You got me a pin though, so
I did get
everything's
you a pin,
okay.
yeah.
Thanks, bud.
If only I could stop remembering them.
And then I went to get a Thrust Club pin. By the way, I wrote a story about the Thrust Club in this month's Noise. So check that out.
Yes,
It's
we read
we saw it.
We did.
pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And then so I was talking to the Thrust Club about it. I was getting a lot of hugs last night. So not last night, last Friday, and I went to give Beth, the singer from Thrust Club, a hug, and it was very awkward, man. She's very wary of me, right? I don't know.
Awkward. It was an awkward hug, you're saying?
I think I symbolized patriarchal oppression to her.
Was it like a half hug where you had like
was
one
just- yeah,
arm and
it
you're
was
like
we're
one
gonna-
arm?
One arm is
other
limp.
arm, I don't know.
Did you have to provide like boner space?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, there was boner
You do the
space between
45
us.
you just
degree
don't
lean back.
look huggable. Like
Really?
just like you look ambisexual, you don't look like you want to hug.
I'm really learning
Sorry.
a lot about myself on this show.
It's good.
I thought I was perfectly huggable. No?
I've hugged you.
I mean, I'd
Hey.
like to hug you.
Danny Martin has hugged
Dan
me.
Dan
Yeah.
Martin likes hugs. He hugged me last week, but didn't think you would want to.
Every
like hugs.
second
It's nice.
that we're in the same room, I'm fighting the urge to
Really?
hug,
Right,
hug you
'cause
vigorously.
I was
nice.
thinking about the fact that we never have hugged. I don't
we
think.
never have. That-
Right.
and we've known
I
each
wanna
other.
By the
remedy
end of the
that.
night, I'm gonna hug each and every one of you.
These
I
guys,
hope
Hey.
so.
these guys were there at my wedding party,
That's
and they,
right.
they didn't hug me then either.
No.
We wanted to though.
Yeah.
One giant sexy hug.
I think maybe handshakes. That's it.
But we went on at 7 o'clock, and then we got ushered out the door.
And you know what? And when I shook your hand, I chalked my hand first though. I want it to be nice and dry.
Maybe someday.
Not like my moist hug I'm gonna give you.
Then
And dry.
then Solo Sex came on, and they were two white chick rappers. That was not to my liking. DJ, did you? He didn't enjoy
Like
the
salt
Solo
and
Sex
salt.
either.
How could you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was not.
Right? Salt and salt.
Although I feel like maybe they're also in Blow and they're coming to wrestle
vacation spot.
next week, so I don't want to say too much.
Well, let's just say there will be a wrestling match
Yes.
next week, and I will be one of
Right,
the
and I think maybe
wrestlers.
one of the white rappers might also be
I'm
a
going to
wrestler.
pick the biggest, baddest. Is it a surprise?
Also, no, it's not a surprise.
Not anymore.
Also, the bathrooms
Yeah.
don't really close at Jocks, right? And the toilet is facing outside. That's true. Right? It could be very embarrassing for you.
Or guaranteed action.
Yeah.
Oh, flip
Some
a coin.
called GA.
If you go sitting down, it could be a real embarrassing
GTA.
situation over
Yeah.
at Jocks Underground. But then we caught a little of the drag show afterwards. I like that. Overall, I had a good time. I mean, it was a train wreck of a show, really. Power Slut did good. Everybody else was kind of a train wreck. But I did have a good time, DJ, right?
Yes, it was fun.
Yeah. We should do it again sometime.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Also, and then after that, I went.
Tell you why not.
And after that, I went to the Losers Lounge show over at PA's, which was an amateur comedy night, and that was tough. By the way, sponsored by WEMF. Dave Crespo was there, as a matter of fact. And they had, and so here's what happened, Dan. So if here's the thing, like if a comedian is bombing, here's what I find often.
Okay.
If a comedian is bombing,
Yes.
they like to blame the audience, like it's our fault.
Some do.
It's not our fault,
Not
man.
your fault at all.
We came to laugh, right?
Right.
If we're not laughing, whose fault is it? It's your fault. It's
my
not my fault,
goddamn fault. I'm sorry.
right? That's what I found a lot
But
of.
yeah, that's I like to blame myself even when it's going good,
You're right.
which you've seen.
So that's what we saw a lot of at the Losers Lounge. Although there was a guy, his name is Artie, and he does a show right here. You know the Artie show, Nash?
Yep, every Sunday.
Every Sunday. Is it the Artie and Eric show? Is that the name?
The
of it?
Artie and Eric
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
I know that show.
You know that show? Mm-hmm. How do you know that show?
Online, I see it.
All the way from Providence, Rhode Island.
Right.
This guy.
Whoa.
Wow.
The Artie and
He's
Eric
ahead of
show.
his times.
Andy
is-
knows what's going on in this state.
We're so alike.
He's reaching out there.
This is
Artie
where
and
I
Eric
do
show.
the performing.
So Artie, I don't know, he gets a lot of mileage out of his Red Sox baseball cap. I'll tell you that much. And also, that's most of his set was about his baseball cap, and like jokes like the South Shore is like the slipper of Massachusetts, like that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a joke.
yeah. It is. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I'm
don't
not
understand.
I'm not doing it justice really, but that's a lot of we got the mileage.
It was also 2.5 hours, right?
Yeah, it was a long time.
That's long for comedy.
that
A little
same
too long
joke.
for amateurs.
Comedy shows should be like 1 hour to 90 minutes.
And there was only like 5 people there. But there was like 3 drunk chicks that showed up for Artie, so he's got that going for him.
Now that's a draw.
Right. So if you want,
Hey,
there's there they go. They made it. Ice Dragon. They're out there.
Whoa.
great.
Ice Dragon! I had drunk chicks that used to come to my shows at the Comedy Connection. One night they got too drunk and got thrown out, and I lost 2 drunk chicks.
Oh, it's a bummer.
Yeah, they stopped coming, but it's better that
If
way.
you lose drunk chicks, you can't get them back.
They didn't come back, and I'm not going to look for them because you look like me. You don't go looking for drunk chicks.
I would. For
They
sure.
find you.
So I don't know. That's what happened to me.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah, I mean, Stacy was. By the way, Stacy was supposed to go with me to the Losers Lounge, but she went to the Sinclair with her hockey boyfriend instead.
I haven't done that show. I haven't done that show yet. I should.
Yeah,
Losers Lounge.
Losers Lounge. How was the Sinclair?
So it's not just a clever name.
It
No,
was lame.
no.
I mean, it was like
It's aptly
watchy,
named.
tatchy, watchy, and it was a bunch of lame chicks who were. I mean, there was just no performance there. She just breezed, like she was just trying to get to the end of the show,
Yeah,
speeding through her
had something
set.
better to do.
I saw one of the
She
best
did.
shows of my life
And
last
I
night.
understand.
I heard she had to go to the food court at Faneuil Hall.
Well,
Like everybody needs to do.
Little
What
cookie
was-
dough ice cream and lobster mac and cheese.
what's the best show you saw?
I saw Bill Burr last night at the Wilbur.
That guy's good.
I love that guy.
That
Yeah,
was
but
hilarious.
he had tickets on Groupon, which really was upsetting to me.
I don't care.
because he
He's
did
funny as hell.
he did 19 shows, so
Okay.
he was breaking a record. Stacy, goddamn it, he could use Groupon.
Okay.
It's actually he broke
Actually, he
it.
sold out on Groupon. So.
Yeah, well, he broke the record, and he's got like a poster. I didn't get it, but he's got like a thing commemorating it that he was signing. I didn't get it because I don't have like money to be spending on celebrities. I try to be one. No, but it was fun. It was a really great show.
I bet.
Yeah, I like that guy.
The guy's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's from Boston.
Well, he's not
and you
from
thought
Boston.
you were the
He's
king of
from
Boston
Massachusetts.
comedy.
Wait, he's not from Boston?
He is.
He's not from Boston.
Where's he from?
He's from like a suburb of Boston.
Like what suburb?
Like
I don't know.
Wayland or something, bro.
Yeah,
Canton.
He's from like Canton or
He's
Westwood
totally from
or
Canton.
He's from the
somewhere.
one that makes him shout like,
Wherever
No
it is,
way.
I accept him. Don't get me wrong. The guy's hilarious. I get his sense of humor.
Yeah.
But he's not from Boston.
Let me
All
tell
right.
you, he's from Canton. His dad was a softball coach who diddled kids.
Canton.
Well documented.
Yeah.
Where is the concentric circle that's outside of Boston? Because that's
It
it's
needs
the south-
021. 021 in your zip code, or you're not from Boston.
okay.
Are you guys all
The
from
postman
Boston?
would know.
Don't mess with this guy's zip code.
Yeah, don't even stop because I'll just put you in your place.
And when it comes to zip
They
codes,
call
I'm
me
his
Mr.
right hand
Zip,
man.
okay? Mr. Zip.
nobody calls him that.
Quickly, hometown, town of origin, Joeyson.
West Bridgewater.
West Bridgewater, does that count?
No.
He's not from Boston.
No.
Mike
I'll
DeMonic.
explain in a minute.
I have to say Watertown, Mass.
Can we just go by zip code?
02172.
Dorchester.
Dorchester.
02379.
02909.
02124.
Providence.
Got that right.
Yeah.
Touch it.
I was from Jamaica Plains.
I'm from Boston
I
Light.
totally
Touch my
count.
zip. Touch my
count.
zip.
So here's what I thought we'd do. Dan, of course, is a stand-up comic. I thought we'd start out with him doing a little stand-up. That way we can get a feel for this guy, right?
Yeah.
What he's all about.
Let's test him out.
There is a crowd in here. There's like 5, 6 of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're rowdy.
And we're gonna bring Ice Dragon in here too, so we can get maximum exposure for him.
I'm glad they're here, but I've been working on a voice in
He's
case they weren't
outside
here.
taking
Kinda bummed.
selfies, so this is going to be good.
So DJ, will you go out and get Ice Dragon so we can have a?
Hello, we are Ice Dragon.
Oh yeah, that's no good because you're
Are
on
they
the camera.
Hanna-Barbera characters?
Stacy, will you go out and get Ice Dragon?
I think so.
Fetch them
Sure.
for me. Just tell them to stand over there. And yeah, just they can sit there.
Tell him to stand over by the wingback
Of the way
chair.
for now
It's
and
not
go.
really their time, but they can just come in and be part of the audience for
the
the
show.
great Dan Martin.
We should get like a wheelbarrow too, because it'd be way easy for Joey Sin to escort people out in a wheelbarrow.
No, wait, Dan, don't go anywhere yet, because I'm going to give you an intro, and then you have to walk. You have to walk up during the intro.
Yeah, actually, sit down in the blue chair right now. That's the green room. The blue chair is the
wheelbarrow.
green room.
This is really off the rails already.
Beyonce would love this chair.
All right, listen. Wow, Ron's got a lot of CDs there.
I brought CDs for everyone.
Oh, beautiful! Look at all those CDs. That's enough CDs to last us all year. All right, you can sit down. Is Carter with you?
No, he couldn't make it.
Oh my God, it's just Ron. All
Sorry. Yeah.
right, well, you sit down. You're going to be part of the crowd
Okay.
when Dan does his stand-up.
Sweet.
But this is a rock and roll show, so we're going to play a little rock and roll first, and then we're
Nice.
going to prepare.
Sounds great.
I love rock.
Get the blood moving a little bit.
I'm with it.
From the new album, Bombs Away, here's The Scams with The Thrill Is On WEMF.
WEMF Radio, presented by the Sound Museum, Boston.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a little intro for Dan, then he's gonna do his stand-up. When I say his name, Nash, play the intro music for him, which of course is Turbo Negro's Are You Ready for Some Darkness? Yes. Right? And then play it, and then when he starts, you can turn it off. You get it, right? Yeah. So here we go, everybody. But
I don't know. That it just seems pathetic.
superfluous.
Yeah.
Actually, it was very professional sounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Dan, Stacy and I would like to celebrate the 4th of July with you. So if you're going to have a cookout, will you invite us?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. We have some hot dogs. So where the street that Stacy's moving on, I used to buy firecrackers from some guy's dad there in the 70s. And I'm assuming he's still there. So we could probably show up with some pyrotechnics.
Yeah, bring it on. They made them legal in Rhode Island.
Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, the next guy coming to the stage
That guy.
at the Laugh Grinder Super Show is one of my all-time favorites. He really puts the danger back in comedy. I mean, there's no saying whether he'll hang himself in the parking lot right after the show or not. Right?
We,
I mean,
we
you never
almost
know.
didn't invite him to the show because we were scared he might kill himself first.
Which is the best way anyone's ever invited me to a show.
I'm not kidding.
He's got a big heart, a tiny penis, and a medicine cabinet stuffed with antidepressants. Here he is. All the way from Providence, Rhode Island, Naked Comedy's biggest star, Dan Martin.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. How are you doing, Sleazegrinder Radio? That's good. It's not like I have a small cock. It's just I have a scaredy cock. Because it doesn't, at the Naked Show, it's in my body. It's like, all right. Hi everyone. Welcome to the thing. You've all been sitting in the room staring at me, ready for me to do this. So that's weird. Hi. I'll do stand up now. Ken was asking me to talk about myself since we're on the radio. So if you guys have come to my shows, you know, like I've been losing weight over the past 6 years. I've been doing stand up. I used to weigh over 500 pounds. Now I don't ish, which is nice. I lost over 300 pounds in 4 years.
Woo!
Which is cool. Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, applause.
Fantastic.
It's all right. It's like I lost 300 pounds so that I could be obese. You know, it's like I'm getting fat backwards, like Benjamin Button with a thyroid problem.
Button cock.
Like I'm finally substitute teacher fat. You know, like I look like I just like gave up, but I just got on board. And people call me names. Just like I did a show once, and I said, "Hey, I lost 100 pounds," because that's what it was at the time. And this guy in the audience was like, "Yeah, right, muffin top." Which wasn't even really offensive because that's the best part of the muffin. If you think about it, like the part that he called me, that's got all the sugar on the edges, all the big granules, all the fucking flavor. Like, don't hate me because I'm flavorful, homie. Like, and it's not like I'm delusional, you know. It's not like I lost 10 pounds and then I look in the mirror like, oh, straight up and down, thank you, Jesus. Like, like I know my stomach hangs over my belt. I bought a new belt buckle. No one's ever gonna see it. Yeah, the only thing buying a new belt buckle does for me is it gives me like a cool copy of itself upside down and eczema underneath my muffin top, which is just gross. I had an eating disorder growing up because my dad was an alcoholic, and I say was, guys, because I believe in change. You know, like I lost 300 pounds. People can change. My dad hasn't had a drink in over 12 years. Now that deserves a round of applause.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Go, Dad.
Hasn't touched a drop. Yeah.
Woo.
He died in 2003, so he hasn't had anything to drink in 12 years. Yeah, true story. Oh, super bummer. Oh, yeah.
Dad, all right.
I love when the room falls with that.
Trickery.
Yeah, you didn't know him. He was a prick.
Too soon.
Not soon enough. So yeah, when I was like 8 years old, and my mom would buy these ice cream bars for my dad, the Klondike bars, and I would eat them, even though he would abuse me if I did, because I ate them anyway because they tasted like his love. So you know, I'm 34 years old now. I can't watch a Klondike bar commercial without having a mental breakdown. Like, what would I do? Don't you condescend me? Literally anything. I'll do anything. So I get growing up, I didn't get along with my mom. I never really got along with my mom or any of the women that I've been inside of. But I told my mom that joke. I told my mom that joke about the Klondike bars when she was still alive, because she passed away last month. And I told her that joke, and she said, "It's cute, but I think you should tell people it was a peppermint patty so they know you're kidding." And that doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. Like, what would the punchline be? Like, oh, when I bite into a peppermint patty, I get the sensation I'm standing in the emergency room at 4 a.m. on Christmas. All right, guys, I gotta go. That's been my 3 minutes. Thank you for having me. Ken McIntyre, Sleazegrinder Radio.
There he is, everybody. Dan Martin. Holy smokes. So you can
Let me
get
tell you, buds.
a lot of that.
So dark, man.
Yeah.
His mom actually did just pass away, huh?
And here's the thing.
Yeah, she passed away on April 2nd, and she passed away at 7 p.m. And then I picked up another comedian in Rhode Island and drove to the Naked Show for 9:30.
We saw you that night. And
Yeah.
I actually was in the audience, and I was like, ha ha ha! Like I thought it was a big lie. I thought.
Well,
it was
I
me,
didn't.
like-
So you saw the set. So I did 20 minutes without saying it, and then at the end, if you remember, somebody was like encore, and so I don't know what the set was.
We
might
get
have been.
that all the time, by the way.
I know.
I know, right?
absolutely.
They're like more questionable penis. No, but and that was cool because I guess the energy was there because I didn't say my mom died the whole time. I did 20 minutes. I just did all the stuff, and they said encore, so the host waved me on, so I did like 5 more minutes. Then I said it during the encore, and then I got a standing ovation.
Yeah, it was great.
Which was just
and
one of
now
the-
he's already doing jokes about being a landowner with her
like-
plot.
Yeah.
Like her plot of land being her
Right.
coffin.
Yeah.
So Dan
gravesite.
Dan does a set the day that his mother dies. Then I see him 2 weeks later at the Phoenix Landing. It's like 2 weeks later, and he's doing dead mom jokes already.
No.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
no time to process. Just
That's how I process. I
Yeah.
mean, I had to buy her grave, and it was weird to me that I was like, so I own like a piece of land that a person's buried in. The guy's like, well, you have options, and that when he said you have options, that blew my mind. And so I just
What are the options? Like a cell phone tower?
well, check it out. So when they bury stuff, right? Yeah, you could build a kiosk for a photo booth. No, but and other ideas I don't use on stage. No, but so what they do with a single grave is they bury the person on the bottom. They put them way down now, and so you could put another whole person on top of your mother,
Not
and
like
then
half a person, though.
you could put 2 cremated people on top, and you could put 1 cremated person under the headstone. So you can have 1 cremated body for zoning. You can't just like be pouring ashes in but you can have one. It'd be like Auschwitz. You could have 1.
Don't cross the streams.
You could have 1 body under the headstone and 2 on top if they're cremated, and my mom's hole on the bottom. Well, all of her orifices, and then you can have another. See what I'm saying? My mind is just, and then you could have another. So really, it's just insane. But so I have this empty space in which I can bury some dead family members.
Beautiful.
Yeah, only 3 tops.
That's like winning the lottery.
Yeah, let's bury some people.
The times are changing.
Dan, do me a favor, go sit down
Sure.
because you're making me nervous lurking behind me. Thank you. Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Why don't you bond with the Humanoids? Tell them some of your favorite metal bands.
Some of my favorite metal bands.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really like Ministry. I really like Ministry. Cannibal Corpse. The old the first 4 albums.
Oh, great stuff.
Chris Barnes. Big fan of Anal Cunt. I said it.
$100.
I said
$100.
it. I'm a
Oh boy.
huge fan.
Actually, $200.
Yeah, this guy is really throwing me into the rails with the swearing.
Huge fan. I didn't know. Sorry.
It's a band name. He can't help it.
Yeah.
No one's fault. No one's fault.
AC guys. AC Slater.
By the way, true story. I was in the original version of that band when I was 16.
Oh yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm not happy about it.
Well, I really like them.
Dan, you ever have any hecklers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
he's got one right now. Look at
don't stop. That muffin top line in the set I just did is actually from a heckler who said, "You're right, muffin top," and I called him the C word and ruined his whole night.
Yeah.
Was that cool, right? The C word?
Yeah.
Cool. You're
Happy
cool,
to hear
man.
that.
I called him an anal cool.
I heckled somebody one time.
Nice.
I'm not proud
I
of
salute
it.
you.
Thank you.
I went to a Kevin Hart show and heckled the opener. I was really drunk.
Nah.
So
Very low low.
what was your heckle?
I also
So
like
I don't
Pig
remember. I was
Destroyer.
wasted. I went straight from work. I went to happy hour, and it was like in Boise State University
I was gonna say, wait, where is there
in
happening?
Idaho. Yeah.
Damn it.
And I don't know who the opener was, but I thought he said something sexist, so I was just like, "You're sexist," and I don't know, I was just going on, and then security came over, and they're like, "Ma'am, if you don't shut up, you're gonna have to leave." And I was in the middle of the aisle, which was a huge row, so he had to come a long ways for me. I knew it was serious at that point. So.
Wow.
Oh.
I was once at at a Jamie Kennedy show for some god awful reason. And I was
Come on,
sitting.
Dad. What are you doing, man?
I was just going to see comedy when I started because I was like, I got to see how bad it gets. And so I went to see Jamie Kennedy, and check this out. So I sat in the front because I like to sit up close.
And because no one else was there, right?
It was packed.
Right.
It was at an Air Force base because I was on base.
Whatever happened, you
He was
deserved
being
it.
court-martialed.
You deserved it.
This is a good story. So I'm sitting up front, and I don't heckle or anything. I'm just having a good time. And I weighed like 500 pounds at the time, and I glasses, and I'm sweating. And the whole show, Jamie Kennedy is just goading me. Like he's promoting his stupid movie Heckler, so he wants something to happen. But like it's an audience full of Air Force people, so it's respectful. And I'm just in the front, and he just keeps goading me. He keeps calling me World of Warcraft. Like, as a thing. And I never played that game in my life. And he's like, hey, I play World of Warcraft. Hey, World of Warcraft. Hey, World of Warcraft. And I'm just like... That's outrageous. I can't take it after a while. So all of a sudden, I find myself, I don't play World of Warcraft. And he's like, what do you play? And I was like, Magic the Gathering. And the Air Force like stood up and applauded me.
Yeah.
And he left me alone the rest. And after the show, he gave me a hug, which I could never wash off.
Oh.
Not a fan of his, no.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey, World of Warcraft.
I almost forgot he existed.
Yeah, until
just now.
this moment.
Unfortunately,
Who
now
is that again?
I have to live with that again.
He
It's
was
the Ashton
right.
Kutcher of Jamie Kennedy's.
God.
Hey,
dirty.
do you remember the first joke you tried on stage?
The first thing I ever did on stage was this like 10-minute long thing about women being like a Nintendo and having the blow in them, and it was really dumb and hacky and obvious, and funny as hell. But can't do it anymore because it's easy, and lots of people have similar stupid things.
Did you get a laugh right away?
I did it. It was a huge thing. It was my whole act. It was my whole 5 minutes at first.
Yeah.
Talking about how guys were like, so a lot of people have like the NES thing about women, like the cartridge, but my angle was that like guys were like on Xbox, we just press a button, it's done. It was dumb, but it was like I tried it.
I wish that were true.
It's not true. Penises are fickle.
So tell me about your sex accident.
Okay, so I once broke a girl's finger in my butt. We were doing cocaine off of each other's dicks.
Come on,
and it's true. And she gave me this 2.5. It was 2.5 hours if it was a day blowjob. And
what is happening out there, man?
She kept tickling my butthole, like, "Hey, can I?" And I kept like kind of wincing back, like, "No, not yet, not till I'm 33." Which is I'm 34 now. So I'm just like, "No," and I keep like jumping back, and I'm coked out of my brain.
Dick coked, right?
And I have the hardest hard on I've ever hearted. And this thing, yeah. So it was hard. It was Vin Diesel hard. And I don't know if she was into Guns N' Roses, but she kept knocking on heaven's door. So I keep jumping back because I'm not into Mr. Brownstone. And those are my Guns N' Roses puns.
Yeah, I know.
They kill.
Good job.
They kill. Yeah. So I'm jumping back.
It's a rock and roll audience. I would
jumping back, and she's not even like. I mean, to be fair, she's not even drooling in my butt. So there's no. That's gross. But there's no help. And so she's doing it, and I'm jumping back, and I'm like, no, thank you. But like this blowjob has gone on for far too long. So it's like 2 hours, 15 minutes or so in, and we're on. I had like a twin size bed, and I was a twin size bed of a person. And she was like just awkwardly on top of me, hammering away like a broken railroad cart, and nothing's happening. And so she finally I start threatening her with the sentence, "I'm gonna come." It's like, oh God! It's like a threat, and it's just so intense. And so she's like, "I'm gonna make it better," and she just shoves her finger in, like right away when I start to. So she's like, "Ah!" And I jump back, and she falls off the bed, and like her finger's still in my butt, and like I broke it up to the second knuckle.
Wow!
And
Two knuckle up.
Knuckle dusted.
I believe.
USA.
USA.
I believe.
Go!
I believe it was my 19th birthday.
Yeah.
And everybody always asks me like, "Oh my God, what did you tell the doctor?" I was like, "Nothing. I just Febrezed it and took her to the emergency room. Said I stepped on it. Like nobody's like that was in my butt."
Right.
But,
Wow.
yeah, that happened.
Hey, Ron from Ice Dragon. You ever had a sex accident?
What, did I ever hear of a sex act?
Have you ever had one?
Oh yeah, I've had a few.
Yeah.
Some in my day.
Okay, go ahead. Name one.
Give us the
What,
worst
my favorite?
one.
My worst? Or
Yeah, give us your worst.
Most embarrassing one.
the
was
hits,
the best.
Ron.
Dealer's choice.
A girl one time kept calling me daddy when I was doing her in the butt, and she so she was like, "Yeah, daddy, do it, daddy. Yeah, daddy, I love you, daddy." And then I was having sex with her in that, and in that thing, and it was a bit weird. Because
That's not an accident. She was doing that on purpose.
but that's like it's pretty awkward, you know.
It's
And
an
like, so you're
accident
doing,
for him.
you're doing that, and then you're
Travesty.
like, stop calling me your dad, because that's weird. That makes me feel like I'm incestual,
It's definitely a concern, a legitimate concern.
it was awkward.
So,
So I felt really bad.
so
So then I
let's-
felt bad. I felt like I was a bad dude. Like I was like I was like some dude creeping in and into my daughter's bedroom and doing her in the ass. My apologies. But it's like
Doing her in the sorry.
in the sorry. Doing her in the sorry. And it's
Thank you, Ron.
What's going on?
I think we all know what's going on here.
Episode 5.
So let's have a word from our sponsor.
Hey, listen up, people. Ripple Records get you laid. Guaranteed. Ripple-music.com.
Ripple, everybody. Thanks to Ripple.
Yeah.
Better way to follow up that story than
Yeah, I
with that.
love Ripple music.
So Ron from Ice Dragon is here. We're going to talk about Ice Dragon. They're a secretive cult doom act. They almost never perform live, and in fact, they're almost never seen by humans. So it's pretty special that he's here at all.
Yeah.
That's
Kind
true.
of like the Gondoliers boxing match.
Right. You can hear a little of their jam. Demons from Hell, Nash. Play a little Demons from Hell.
Actually didn't load. That was the only one that didn't load.
man.
Damn it. Somebody
Hum it.
give him one of those. Somebody give him one of those CDs so he can play a little Ice Dragon.
Well, if we have some time, Nash did
brought
tell
some
us a pretty
CDs.
great sex accident story after the show last week.
Well,
yeah, we don't have any time for his sex stories.
Well, some other time,
All right,
Nash.
just go on with it. We'll get some in there soon.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, we got the Bandcamp and the YouTubes and
Yeah, he
everything.
can get something on
so
there.
You can get it all over the nets everywhere.
Here's what I like about these guys, Ice Dragon. Here's what they did once, fellas in the Humanoids. Listen to this.
I'm listening.
Once they recorded a song drunk, right?
Whoa.
Then no,
Unheard of.
I don't believe it.
no, that's,
No one does that.
That's only part one. What was the song?
I can't remember.
And then
I drink a lot.
And then they recorded the same song again on acid.
Well, yeah, I know. It's no, I can't remember.
It's called the Acid Queen.
Yeah, but that's what they did. And it sounds completely different because it turns out the drugs that you take somehow affect
The Soul's Midnight.
the soul's midnight, affect the music that you make.
I did a lot of acid myself. Yeah.
What is the best drug to play music on?
Acid.
Acid.
Acid?
Acid.
You guys too?
Weed.
Weed.
Bass on acid.
Mike
My
Mike
favorite
Demonic?
thing.
What's your favorite?
Ritalin.
Ritalin, right, beautiful.
Yeah.
Johnny Machine?
Love, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't handle music on acid.
You don't have to have.
I don't even like music.
I get the rider if you do want to listen to a little bit real quick.
Yeah, play a little of that. Hey, what's the best drug to do stand-up comedy on, Dan?
I enjoy doing stand-up comedy on weed.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've also done it on like a couple stems of mushrooms,
yeah.
which is excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite drug is moderation.
My favorite drug is every drug. Where are the dead women?
So there you go, everybody. In the background, you can hear a little Ice Dragon.
I love mushrooms.
Yeah. Remember that time on Family Guy where the kids take mushrooms and then Chris all of a sudden is like, everything is so significant.
So thank you, Nash. So, what do you think gets more girls, being in a doom metal band or being a stand-up comic? What do you think?
I've been crushing the same amount of ass between being in a punk band and being a comedian. So,
which is how much?
Lots, the
plenty?
same amount that I've always gotten.
I'm not gonna lie. When Dan Martin was naked, I was like, I want to take that guy on a date, and then he kept talking about his damn fiance.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hey, Nicole Kidman couldn't get Jimmy Fallon. It's just one of those things, you know.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
Dan, I really think she would throw you one if you were available.
I think so too.
Yeah.
She said Idaho.
I think so. Well, now I don't know.
say that.
I don't know.
So here's what I propose.
Yes.
I talked to Ron about this the other day. Here's my pitch. I want to make the most metal stand-up comedy video of all time, starring Dan Martin.
Okay.
Here's what I want to do. So we're going to be in the woods. My buddy Seth, he has, remember Seth, right? From the Movies About Girls show?
Sure.
He's got a place up in Stowe, not Stowe, Vermont, but Stowe, Massachusetts, wherever that is.
I know where that is.
You know where that is?
Yeah.
Can you give me an approximation of where
What's
that
the
might be?
zip code?
It's out west
Okay, it's out west.
by Hudson.
He says he's,
Yeah, 017, I bet.
he says he's got.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's probably 017.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't tell me. I know.
Hey, I'm just your brother in zip codes, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
I have
So,
no idea where 017 is.
So Seth's got 8 acres, whatever that is. I think that's a lot, probably.
That's a
out
lot
there.
of
That's
land.
not that many.
That's like way bigger than a bread box.
I'm from Vermont.
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
rich
enough.
That's like 7 more acres than one.
Got a point.
Acre,
Yeah.
right?
Well, here's the point. So he's got all these acres out there. He said we can burn half of them down if we want.
Nice.
Ken and I are going out there to shoot zombie targets.
Yeah, he's got zombie targets out there that bleed if you shoot them. So
Ooh, nice.
so we can do that. Anyway, here's
My fiance
plan.
probably doesn't want me to tell you this, but she's taking a poop in a Philadelphia airport. So.
Nice.
Good job.
Just
all right,
leave
everybody,
her
let's
out
hear
of
it for her. Come on.
So sorry, Stacy.
Video or it didn't happen?
Is it thinking of poop or taking of
I'm
poop?
hoping
Taking
it's.
it.
I hope it's a good cleanup.
Also,
Pooping in Philly. She wrote it a couple times.
It makes you feel good.
Oh me, oh my, I'm pooping in
Everyone
Philly.
in the airport is pooping all of the time.
Oh me, oh my, I'm pooping in Philly. She would love that I read that. So
Good
sorry,
for her.
Stacy.
Good for
So,
I'm getting married.
feces.
So we're out there in the.
Don't divorce me, honey. Stacy's right there under the button cock waiting.
Hey,
The old button tree.
may I wish her some wet wipes though? You know.
So
I actually need dry wipes. That's the problem. I go the other way.
So we're out there in the woods. Ice Dragon and Bongwish. I see Ice Dragon and Bongwish together in this. At least the chick with the flute. You know the chick with the flute, right?
With the flu? I don't want to get the flu.
Oh, the flute.
I mean, neither. That's
They're
She's a flautist.
She is a flautist.
Oh,
They're-
easy.
They're rocking out on a doom jam in the middle of the woods there.
I'm into
and
this.
Then out comes Dan Martin, right? Out of the woods.
Covered in pig's blood.
Filthy, covered in mud and blood. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And he rushes up to the band who are playing, and everything's witchy and hazy, and there's fog, you know. And you don't know what this guy's going to do. Grabs a microphone, he starts doing his stand-up. You turn the camera, turns out me and the Humanoids of Stacy are all in lawn, sitting there in lawn chairs waiting for the show.
Yeah.
And then this guy does his stand-up with a doom band behind him in the middle of the woods with fire and blood.
I'm into it.
The most metal stand-up comedy
Sounds like a good idea to me.
video
Yeah. I'm looking into it.
ever
Let's do
made.
it. Let us do it.
amazing.
And we will shoot it on I have a 1989 camcorder in perfect working condition. DJ Hero Smith can shoot it.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
And it'll be awesome.
I'm into it.
And
Great.
it'll look like, it'll be VHS, so it'll look like something that we found that's been in an attic since 1983.
I'm into it, and I'll put some copies at Armageddon Records.
And at the very least, Dan
Armageddon.
Martin, everybody can go up to wherever the
Best.
Stowe is and get drunk for the
I
afternoon.
think it's,
Yeah. Let's
do it.
it's over to Stoke.
I will get drunk.
Exactly. Everybody will, except for me, and then I'll drive everybody home.
Yay!
I'll
I would
stay
like
sober.
to get drunk.
I've been sober for about 50 days now, and I like it, but it's not because of a program, so I can drink. I just
Help yourself.
Oh no, I'm not going to. I'm going to drive later
Oh, okay.
to the airport to get my fiance get off my back.
Hope she's done pooping by then.
Speaking of which,
Probably not, dude.
speaking of which,
She's always pooping.
hey, have you ever shit your pants as an adult, Dan?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna go here.
I peed my pants the other day.
The other day.
The other day, I was walking my dog.
Yeah.
And he's taking his time because he's old and he has some dietary problems sometimes. And
You're losing your edge by the second.
I don't care if I lose my edge, Stacy. I don't need my edge with you. Okay. I don't need an edge with you. I've got live at home.
Yeah. She's got a fiance, so back off.
I got the puss at home, Stacy.
He's good to go.
I've never ever had to turn down a hot chick in my life. Never have I looked at someone who looks like Stacy and been like, no thanks. It's not really an option for me. That's
This
awesome.
is the worst. I quit.
No, I win. I'm winning at life. You're losing. That's
You guys need a
all my high school enemies. Their ears are ringing right now. No, but what was I talking about? Pooping? Oh yeah. So I'm walking my dog and I pee really badly and I run and he isn't. So I actually pick him up because he's a tiny little Shih Tzu poodle. He's a shit poo. And I pick him up and I run home with him and I run up the stairs and I put him down and I run in the door and I run through the bedroom, into the living room, into the bathroom, into the kitchen. Into the kitchen, into the bathroom, and I'm fumbling with my penis and I peed through my underwear and through my pants and into the toilet. And I just finished. And then I got cleaned up. Yeah. So I just did that like 2 days ago.
That's disgusting.
Wow. How about you, Ron? Any of that happening with you?
What, shitting or
Yeah.
pissing my pants?
Either way.
Uh-oh.
I think
It's
he's
number
wearing a
2. I can
diaper
tell
'cause
right
this
now it's
happens
number 2.
all the time.
No, I don't think so, actually.
Yeah.
I never. Well, I've had a few close calls. You know, you get to squeeze the cheeks and everything, and then you squeeze your cheeks, and then you get
What's there been more of?
Squeeze it off.
Was it Louis C.K. that said every time I go to the bathroom it's an emergency?
Sure. Yeah. What's there been more of in this band, Ice Dragon, so far? Has there been more blood or puke? Which one?
Jeez, neither. Well, I say neither because we're pretty tame dudes. You know, we don't really get out of control too much or whatever, and we can all drink a lot of beer.
Once these guys went all the way to Tennessee to play a show, and then they got too drunk to play it.
That was the exception to the rule. Yeah, for sure. And
The laughter just says it all. That's fantastic.
mostly it was my fault, I will say. I said
Are you the lead singer?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That
drank
makes sense then.
a lot.
That would happen.
A lot of beer.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. But they gave us it was free beer. So like we get off the plane. I never done that. You know, you get flown somewhere
Yeah.
to play a show.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible, right?
Right.
Pretty.
then-
yeah.
So then
Is that ever
Eat all
happened to
the
you guys?
peanuts. Eat all the peanuts and drink all the
Yeah.
cocktails.
he's got the idea.
Although
So,
I thought if you were the singer, you could just really get as drunk as you want, right?
no, because then you sing off key and everything.
Yeah.
You know, you're bad. You tend to sing lower, so you sing down.
But do you think you're doing better than normal?
Oh yeah, you think you're
Yeah,
amazing.
right.
You think you're.
And that's all that really counts is how you feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Then you,
Forget about
Doom
the
is
people
hard
that are
because
there to
it's so
see you.
slow that every word takes a minute and a half. You know, so you're like with punk shit, it's like easy because you can get wasted and just belt out shit, and it's like with faster music, it's
I
easy.
can attest to that. That's true.
Yeah, because then if you're off key a little, it's not gonna worry if you say like you. You know, like no one's gonna worry if you're like you.
right.
You know, but if you're like
I'm concerned with that.
and then you're supposed to do that, right? And then you're like yeah. Then it doesn't sound so.
I
good.
once did acid in high school, and then went to I went home and did acid, and forgot that I had play rehearsal, and I had to go back. So for some reason I went back. Like, why not blow it off? But I went back. It was like the week of the play, so it was a big dress rehearsal, and I was playing King Charlemagne in Pippin, and I was tripping and Pippin. Yeah, I was tripping the whole time.
Beautiful.
Fun night, and I had to sing and everything.
All right, listen.
Sing a song.
Yeah, it was a musical. Pippin.
I don't know what Pippin is, but I'm sure you were great in it.
No, it was fine.
Scotty Pippen? I don't know.
Stewie Griffin did the song from Pippin in Family Guy. I got a list of people that won't be missed. You know, murdering all the townspeople.
Did anybody know that you were on acid during this thing?
Nope. And there was a scene where I die, so I'm laying face down on the floor, and I got the acid farts, which is a thing. And I just laid there dead, farting for 15 minutes, but it felt like a year. And I just laid there farting, playing dead, trying not to laugh, and like also kind of squirting poop a little, which is
That's outrageous.
this has been a really gross night.
Anal sprinkler.
Well, this has been a lot of fun, but it turns out Stacy just pointed out to me that we're running out of time, fellas.
Oh man, really?
You guys are out of control.
So, of course, nobody leaves the
right.
Sleazegrinder show empty-handed. So we'll give them their parting gift, Stacy, and then we'll wrap things up.
Okay, so tonight we have a cult movie on VHS from Ken's basement.
God, man.
Yeah.
You're
Rush
cracking the
Week.
vault?
That's pretty good, right?
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
I'm envious.
Classy.
Okay, one lukewarm can of R.I.P. it. Wait, rip it. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about whippets.
Yes, Mom.
That's
Rest
an
in
energy
peace.
drink, by the way.
Yeah.
It may cause cancer.
It
who
may
knows?
cause cancer. I don't know.
I don't know.
It better. It better.
Of course, an off-brand something. This week it's Silly String.
Yeah, goofy string.
Silly string.
It's a knockoff brand.
Which is what, it's
At
what
least it's
happens.
not
It's what
nice
happens
string.
when the Disney character Goofy gives someone a facial.
I thought it was like sort of
We have
funny
a
string.
Sleazegrinder sticker and a Sleazegrinder pin, of
Oh,
course.
beautiful.
And nobody leaves this show without Jordan Almond.
Jordan Almonds, of course. Very good.
Yes.
Always
All
my
right.
favorite.
Almonds are delicious.
Very quickly, everybody, we got to get to the plugs. First of all, facebook.com/Sleazegrinder to follow us on the page. Humanoids, anything? What do you got?
What do we play? May 30th with Blow and Robbie Road Steamer at Bun Ratty's. Whatever
I
it is
love
now.
Robbie. I love Robbie.
It's called
Yeah.
Wonder Bar, but it's Bun Ratty's.
It's going to be good times.
Whatever it's
Wait,
called
get this.
now.
You can call it
Get
Wonder
that
Bar,
guy
but
to
it's
say
Bun Ratty's.
Power Hour.
Hey,
Aw, man.
Get
Come
him
on
to say
now.
Power Hour.
It's Power Hour.
hey,
Listen, that's just a grammar lesson so everyone says it correctly from now
Yes.
Ronnie, what about you? Ice Dragon, what do you guys got coming up?
Nothing.
Okay, good. Danny Martin, what do you got coming up, bud?
I got something May 23rd, Saturday, May 23rd. It's going to be an online thing. So follow me on Twitter @FanMartin or on Facebook /FanMartin. On May 23rd, I'll be dropping my Pay What You Will comedy EP called Jesus Take the Wheel.
Woo.
It's a
We don't sound like this guy more.
it's
Yeah, I
a
know.
Why
40
don't we sound like that?
He's been on the radio before.
It's a 40-minute set that I recorded in
fair.
Maine at the Laugh Shack, and it's lightning in a bottle. It was like 5 days after my mom died. There's some really great impromptu. The first renderings of the funeral home joke,
Right.
and a whole story about
Dark
Disney
stuff.
and my niece and my dad beating me. Really cool stuff. It's called
Can't
Jesus
wait.
Take the Wheel. May 23rd. Look for it
All right,
online.
beautiful.
Dan Martin, Pay What You
Fantastic.
Will and Pay You Will.
And this summer, look for the heavy metal stand-up comedy video that we're all going to shoot.
that's
in the woods.
real. I'm
Sounds
in.
fantastic.
If that's real, I'm in. If it's not real, I'm
What's
still.
what's the ice cream truck song?
Next week, Lillian Devane brings the laughs. That should be good.
Yeah, for Ken's birthday. She's great. We have a nice haunting story about an experience.
She's also
we
got
had
something
together.
coming out. Make sure she plugs it.
And the Girls of Blow, a.k.a. the Boston League of Women's Wrestlers, bring the violence. So we got that. Stacey's going to leg wrestle one of them, maybe all of them. I don't know.
Nice.
Also,
If
we're
they're
gonna
lucky.
we're gonna have cake seeing us. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, Humanoids, that you should bring presents, but certainly you could if you wanted to. That's all.
Our presents or actual presents?
You should get a cookie puss.
I was
cake.
thinking Fudgy the Whale.
Until then,
Fudgy the Whale
everybody-
all the way or nothing.
Until then, bye, Ripple. Don't fear the Reaper. And remember, all men play on 10. We leave you with the sickest jam of the week. Here's Black Pussy. Can I say that, Stacey?
Again,
you did
yeah,
it.
of
From
course.
their new album, Magic Mustache, here's In Your Cosmic on WEMF.
WEMF. Radio Now.
Good job, everybody. Nice.
How'd it go?
Excellent.
Yeah.
I thought that was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes.